Hello, everyone. This is Michael Williams. I'm the faculty coach for the INFT 124 course, and we're going to talk about a few things that we spoke about in the May session audio conference before the course started. Finally, I'm getting that to you. Anyhow, we will be discussing supplemental syllabus, tracking calendar, division of duties template, contributions, suggestions for for course enhancement. Um, Supplemental syllabus. There were a couple of things going on within the supplemental syllabus that we were missing, or some of us anyway, which was how to provide feedback how we will provide feedback to the student and how students will meet their course outcomes. Um, most of you guys provided feedback, provided um, within the instructor's approach how you will provide feedback, and you did a good job with that as well. What we were really missing was how students will meet their course outcomes. So we want to make sure that we input how students will meet their course outcomes, which is very important because it is a component that is throughout the tracking calendar, the different types of course outcomes that they will meet for each week. So we want to make sure we will provide that for the students. And we want to keep it confined in one area so the students can see what it is that they need for the course and what the expectations are for the course and what is our teaching methods. So the instructor's approach pretty much covers all that information. And so let's make sure if we missed you for some reason, that you go through your supplemental syllabus and adjust your syllabus to meet these requirements within that section. Second is your tracking calendar. As we know, we went through week two where students were trying to submit the managing files assignment, which has been moved to practice and pause. So we've been through that issue. So we might have another issue with week four and with the guided project 3.1, which has been moved to the practice and pause. So we want to make sure that we put out an announcement. If some of you might experience the question of how to submit project 3.1, because I'm getting this to you late and I am sorry. And I hope you understand. I just had a pretty much hectic past 2 weeks. So make sure we put that in the announcement that the guided project 3.1 or 3-1 does not have to be submitted. And we can alleviate any ask your instructor questions throughout the week. Third, division of duties. Retention. Retention is always going to be an issue because we have students that start the class late or they get started late and they begin to get overwhelmed. We really want to start sending out retention notices around week two, just because week one is a short week. And we want to submit retention notices to the students and the observers, uh, the students that are below 65%. We want to get those notices out to the students. We want to make sure that they stay on target as much as they can. We do know that they have a life just like we do, but hey, we have to do our job, and their job is to learn and to complete the work, and our job is to assign the work, grade the work, and give them high expectations and direction. So you also, with the student retention, if you have a co-instructor, you can divide sending out the retention notices amongst yourselves, but make sure you send the notices out to the students and observer, and make sure you put the student ID, first and last name, and put your own notes or comments in there. Please do not use the default comments that are in the feedback section. Okay, so let's use our own comments. Let's put in what assignments they're missing and what is the cause. If it's not the assignment, it could be due to low grades on completed or graded assignments. Announcements. Within announcements, we want to make sure that we post inspirational quotes or some type of inspiration with a photo or graphics, post video links. Um, and if we don't post video links within the um, the announcements, we'll provide instructions of where the video links are. I think video links would do well in the discussion section or discussion board. You can create a thread for the week's essential questions as well. Within that thread, you can put in the supplemental resources as well as the video links. And we want to make sure that those essential questions are relative to that topic that they are working on that week. And I think that will be a great tool to assist the students to be successful for that week. Discussion and grading. With discussion and grading, we are basically going to be using the template that we have created. I think we should be uniform with our division of duty template to keep all questions or any concerns, so we can all be on the same page with that. As you can see here, we have discussions with discussions and ask your instructor coverage. You can divide that up to however you want. And you have announcements coverage. Some of you are using announcements twice a week, which is fantastic. The primary will post the beginning of the week, and the code can post during the middle of the week or vice versa, however you choose to do so. But I think twice a week is very important to keep the student informed of any um, notices or changes that are happening within that course for that week. As you can see here, you have the retention center, and you have the weekly and final grades. Now, with the weekly grading, that can be divided up amongst the primary and the co-instructor, but the final grades has to be done by the primary instructor, and it's the primary instructor's duty to make sure that all grades are complete, and if they're not complete, that they have zeros. So we would like to have grades probably in like by Monday or Tuesday. I think the last day of class is on a Monday, so Tuesday we want to make sure we get those grades done. Just in case there's some grades missing, you can collaborate with your co-instructor and make sure they go through all their graded assignments and make sure they're graded or filled in with zeros. And for the final grades, the instructor, you make sure that by Wednesday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, that all grades are completed or filled in with zeros. For the breakdown for weekly assignments, you do not have to, because I did send the template out to most of you. You do not have to go by this example. You can divide up the grading assignments the way you see fit for your course. However you want to do that, that's up to you. But I think this is a nice, concise, and neat template to stay abreast on what's going on between you and your co-instructor, as well as the faculty coach being able to view the division of duties um, for every course or every class. Also, if you have any suggestions on how to make the course better, please send out an email to me. I'm interested in making this course more manageable and also better for the students so they're not overwhelmed with work. Um, we can create challenging assignments uh, because they're getting practice with the other assignments. So that's it.